These just one of those games I know Denver's going to show up. I know my Nuggets are going to show up. Hey, got love for you, New Orleans, but I just know these are one of those games. I know Denver is just going to show up and play ball. I seen the Joker face, man. It didn't look nice. So I just know Denver coming to play, baby.
Third year out of Alabama. Head coach Willie Green told us before the game he's become much more vocal this year as Brandon Ingram, one of the best mid-range scorers. Valanciunas can make that, but too strong there on the season. He is shooting 38%. Jokic down court gets down. Most in NBA history. A turnover by the Pelicans. Here's Murray. Gets past McCollum and finishes through contact.
In their losses, it's a large part because of Murray. And so he really keys on him. He has a good game. They play a lot better.
Williamson gets deep into the paint. Obviously very difficult to stop when he gets downhill. That's really the case for this entire New Orleans team. Caldwell Pope up top, rattles down the three. Injury that cost him all of the 2022 season. Sometimes this is where he's at his best. Going downhill, getting the basket. He has six.
He still thinks he's a couple weeks away, but this is a different guy tonight.
When he was coming out and you guys were evaluating, obviously you weren't in a position.
Brother Porter.
In the loss to Utah, again, Williamson on the attack. Kicks it to the corner. Here's Jones for three. It's good. Yes. Herb Jones, who's shooting 30 seconds.
He doesn't need to score.
Oh, boy. Couple of open lanes, which
he needed to get out the way.
McCollum gets some airspace, fires, and hits a three. Boy, he's got a sweet.
The fast pace so far. A lot of quick shots going up and down. And teams getting easy layups, too.
His role has changed, but his production has not.
And here we go, get to see a chance at this New Orleans Pelicans depth. I think it's the deepest team in the league. But now they got Trey Murphy coming in here, and they can't even get Jordan Hawkins in the game. Right. And he was a great draft pick.
Here's Jokic for three. 1-on-3, waiting for some help. Gives it up to Gordon for another shot at the rim, but he blew it. And there's Jokic to clean it up inside.
Yeah, they don't count that stuff, do they?
Wasn't 07, though, the year they beat the Mavs in the first round when they were in 8 seed?
That's right. That was pretty good lead with the UCLA Bruin players. And you didn't know if he could shoot or not. But you figured if he could shoot, he could defend his position, and he's making his shots.
I hope he didn't look too hard at UCLA players.
Night for the Bruins. Not a good one.
Closing in on a minute to go here in the first. Denver by 4. Another three. And 1 assist. They double him. Gives it up to Brown, who's open, and hits a three. Last year, having Zion for half the season. Now he finally gets him healthy. And let's see what the Pelicans do. They look like a dangerous team, but they're struggling tonight, although from last year. Trying to find his niche on this very deep Pelican team. Murphy on the spot up, and the three goes down. New Orleans has won 2 straight games, 6 of its last 7, with the lone loss against the Clippers, who may be playing better than anybody right now in the West. McCollum. Nice pass by McCollum, or excuse me, by Murray.
League, and that's how you become a contender. That's they're top 10 in offense. They're 10th. In defense, they're 7th. That's what you got to be.
But right now, he's got 7 points here in the quarter, and the lead is 14. Good defense. Watson getting the steal and the slam. Spot up. Too strong. Here's Porter. Gets a good look and drills it.
Defensively is a big part of why this Denver team won it and why they're so good.
Right now, Denver's 10th overall in defensive rating. As sometimes it's as a passer.
Yeah.
Or just with his ball handling.
Like I said before, he just gets you a great possession on every possession. I mean,
he's over 9 per game, which is good for 3rd in the NBA. Lead is 19. Alvarado hits a three. The Sevens, who is a 2nd-round pick out of Alabama back in 2021. Jokic spinning and finishing and Valanciunas. In the NFL, they have a guy upstairs that's in charge of the challenge flag for the coaches.
That's not super relevant to an NBA game, but
how about Jokic with an incredible,
so fun, so unselfish.
Zion attacks. He's missed his last 5 after a hot start, and Jokic blocked it. And he saved his best for last here in the first half. 3 seconds to go. McCollum at the buzzer. Good.
Wow, with all the attention. And I think Malone's right, and Katie's right. I wish people did know him better. I wish he let us know him a little better.
Porter drills a three.
And Denver's done that. Now the question is the bench, like we talked about. It's the bench.
And obviously the challenge of trying to repeat, as Herb Jones really saw that on display in the conference finals and the NBA finals last year.
Yeah, as you get deeper and deeper into the playoffs, possession almost every single time in the half court.
Meanwhile, New Orleans on a 10-2 run. Here's Jokic in the middle of the lane.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
79-65 Denver. Murray a little shaken up after the contact with Jones. Jumper by Jokic is good. Three-pointer for Denver. A lead back to 17.
You're right. Shai Gilgeous is here we go.
Zion taking off.
You know, just
Jokic trying to spin baseline, and Valanciunas then goes right at him. They don't blow the whistle. Jokic clearing space. 15 points per game. That's unusual for him to have that kind of a stretch. They've been winning, though. But tonight, they count that.
Wow.
Yep, count the basket, and one for Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, look, offensively they're better, but defensively they just haven't figured out what they've been so good at for so long. It's not just Holiday.
Going back to your comment on Jokic and what he does for you in the playoffs, who's going to be that guy for the Pelicans in a playoff series? Jokic with the offensive rebound. Marshall gets the offensive rebound. He's been quiet. He averages 8 points per game. He's only taken one shot, and that was just a couple of minutes ago. Here he gets to the rim and flushes it. Taking 9 threes all year and made 3. I remember doing his first game, and he didn't do anything in the first half, and in the second half he comes out and he hits 4 straight guys. I think Murray under normal circumstances might be an all-star, but it's hard this year with the number of games missed as Zion scores in his foul.
Field. I don't know what to think of that. I mean, it's just it's Nikola Jokic, you know.
Nance drills a 3.
Pick certain matchups for him, and this is one of them, and he's giving him some good minutes.
Zion hangs, count it, and 1.
As of late, he's been the second hardest worker in terms of his analytical metric output lately. That's exactly what they need from him, and they need more of it.
It was announced this week that you're involved in the search committee for the new general manager and head coach of the Washington Commanders. As
game planning, practice, camaraderie, chemistry, execution, you got to be used to playing with the guys to get the results that you want. He said...
Field has great waves.
Do they? Well,
terrific waves.
Huge. People love waves.
Here's Zion with the slam. Williamson up to 20. Denver is plus 11 on the glass. By the way, Zion has 14 points in the quarter, 26 for the game. Jokic drills it.
You should have told me. I mean, I thought you'd be on that, Dave. I just listened to the crowd get all excited. They could be a serious contender, too.
Well, the Denver Nuggets look like more than a contender tonight. They look like another